to our talk show. My name is Faiza Bajaber. This is our first edition, and I want to clarify something before we move on with our program. There'll be a confusion between the costume and magazine. Maybe people might think that we have stopped the publication just because we have started off this talk show. No, the publication is still on. It's a bi-monthly magazine. And read it. It's just that we didn't publish March, April edition because of this pandemic virus. But once everything settles down, we are going to get back to our publication. I would actually like to stress, please, once we are back, we will give you a notification, grab your copy, and you'll find very inspiring stories on the magazine. At the same time, on this talk show, we are also going to give you inspirational conversations, discussions from our beautiful and special guests who will be in the house. The purpose of this talk show is to give the platform to our people. And let me also say this talk show, it's not about women only, it's about everybody, men, women, the young people, and everybody else. And they are all welcome. You'll find them here. And also it is to give that inspiration to our people, because we're always perceived as if we are either backward as Costarians, we have not achieved, in life. And believe me, I would wish you sit there and you hear what our people have done. They've done amazing, amazing things in their lives. They have successful stories. In our program today, we have a lady, I don't want to mention her name now, but you will see her shortly. She is an expert in inspiration, in motivation. She's done mental health classes. She has helped many, many people. But I don't want to say much. Let her actually come and say it herself, because we always say that seeing is believing. So just sit right there. Don't leave. But don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook. We are on Twitter. We are on Instagram. And please, you can also send us messages of comments, messages of either advices, messages of critics also. And even if you want to see anyone of your choice, you can just send us a message. We can look for that person and you'll see that person here. The guest we have in today is a very special person to all of us, not just to me only. And let me say, she has done tremendous work from the national to global. She's a philanthropist. She's a self-made woman. She has made her name, because every time you mention the name, everybody, just gets, like, wow, I would love to listen to this person. She's a trainer. She has done a lot of things to the community. Sometimes I wonder where she gets all this energy from. But I would love we hear what she says herself. This is none other than Leila Awale.
My name is Leila Awale. I'm a motivational speaker, philanthropist, transformational life coach. I'm a mother. I'm a daughter. I'm a serial business entrepreneur. And I'm glad to be here.
How does it feel to be here today?
I'm really happy to be here, Faiza. Thank you. It's a blessing. And thank you for having me.
We had actually talked something about you earlier, what you have done for the community, whatever you've done. But maybe, can you tell us yourself, what gives you all that energy to do all what you're doing?
My energy comes from my passion. I have a passion, and my passion started by my calling. And I believe when you have a calling, you have nothing else to give but excel in everything you do. And I'm passionate in what I do, the quest for helping people, standing for women's rights, making sure there's peace in the country. I'm everywhere, as you all know. and you're aware of the work that I do, but I enjoy it so much. My energy comes basically from my passion. I end up doing so much. Sometimes I even wonder, where do I get the time? But God makes it happen for me.
Now, there has been this, talk that Leila is not from here, that either you came from somewhere else. Is that true? Although, before you say something, before you answer, you tell us on that, I just want to say, okay, not every one of us came from here. We all came, but you see, coming here, this, when you go and settle somewhere, that becomes your home. Whether you've come from Central, whether you come from Eastern, whether you've come from Northern Kenya, but still, where you are, where you've come and settled, either built, either working, either whatever, yeah, that is your home. But still, I want to pass that question again, that were you born here?
I was born in Nairobi, Faiza. And when I was 3 years old, I came to Mombasa. I'm a proud coastarian, and I'm a true coastal woman. So yes, I belong to the coast.
Okay.
Because all my life I've been here.
While growing up, yeah, you wanted to be something, but you've ended to be somebody else. Please, can you elaborate on that?
I love that question. I wanted to be a fashionista, and I'm known for dressing up ladies, and I've always wanted to own one of the largest fashion houses in Kenya. But along the way, some of my family members had real estate problems, and I changed courses. And most of the time, this is something that the viewers can understand and relate to, that your dreams don't become your reality. Sometimes they do change. Your dreams do change. And mine did, and no regrets. I'm happy. From fashionista to real estate.
So how did you change? At what certain point did you change?
I changed because one of my uncles had a problem in real estate, and on working out his problem, a few of the other family members felt that I could also sort out their problems. And I just found myself in the real estate industry, an industry that was heavily taken over by men, of course, and they did not understand how I would be able to manage, and I did. So I always want to let it be noted that, whatever you wish to become, you can be. And if the course takes you elsewhere and you're happy in it, as long as you're passionate about what you do, go for it. And I'm happy in my path.
Okay, being a self-made entrepreneur, a philanthropist, you're a mother. How do you juggle? How has the journey been?
The journey has been amazing, very fulfilling. I think the answer is balance. You have to learn how to balance your life, your work, because I'm a mother, I'm a wife, I'm a philanthropist, I'm also a community worker. I give a lot to the social activities. I do not have a chef at home. I cook 3 meals a day. I do my own housework, and I still manage to be a serial entrepreneur and still go out and serve the community. I think it's all balancing your time. Sometimes it does get overwhelming. I must say, I don't want it to sound like I don't get overwhelmed. Leila Awale does get overwhelmed. She does have a lot on her plate at times, but she's learned how to balance. And I would tell the rest also that balance is important. As long as you know what you need to do, don't put yourself in a situation where you're not able to deliver because you've got a lot on your plate. Just learn how to balance and delegate. So that's where I am.
Okay, let me just put it this way. People always see you on stages, speaking. People see you with that seriousness, in you. Do you have free time? Do you have time for friends? Time for me? For yourself, that is, yes.
Yes, I do. You
do?
I have time for friends. I have time to laugh. I have time to dance. I have time to exercise. I do so much. I'm full of life. And the zest that I have for living, I think, is what I resonate with quite a bit. I do everything, Faiza. I ride horses. I'm a sharpshooter. I do a lot. I love my fitness and exercises. I dance. I cry. I'm just full of life. I'm full of life.
Okay, just tell the viewer now, apart from all that the space we have as coastal women, how are we taken, in maybe national, category as coastal women? What is our input in the development, in economy, in everything?
Once upon a time we were taken as laid back. I would say substandard. Like, we're not able to deliver. We're not capable of working, basically. But that's wrong, and it goes to show, because so many of us have proven it, that we're able and capable, that we're women of substances, that coastal women, when given chances, whether in the national, whether international, we're in whichever position, are able to deliver. And I know there are many other women that will be sitting on this same chair that I'm sitting on today, that will be telling their success stories, just like myself. But we have proven that we're able, and we should not be perceived as laid back or lazy or not able to work. We can, we have, and we have built successful businesses and empires, and we're giving opportunities to a lot many more. So I would recommend and highly tell the coast women to wake up, because they have woken up, and the country needs to know that tumeamka. Coast women have woken up, and we are going to much greater heights. So let them keep watching our space.
Oh, now this is serious. And yourself as Leila Awale, where do you expect to see yourself maybe in another 5 or 10 years to come, inshallah?
Good question, Faiza. In the next 5 years, I see myself, first of all, having clones. I want to start cloning Leila Awale. I want to have many more of me standing up, and that's what I'm passionately working on. I also wish to have my own talk show and do my YouTube videos, which I'm working on during this pandemic time. It's given me a lot of ideas, and in 5 years I also wish to do a lot more for the community at large and go to an international level. So I want to start speaking globally, which I'm going to do next year. So I have a lot going on for me, and I pray that I fulfill everything that I wish to do. But I've got a lot in store for me.
How do you deal with male chauvinists, who think that you are either incapable of doing what you're doing because of your gender?
That's a very good question also, and it's very dear to my heart. I'm going to take a minute on this one. I have a lot of women that call me all the time complaining about being bullied in their places of work. And I was also, I've gone through that I was given a phone call and told, real estate is not for you, you need to leave. This is not your turf. The only way to basically sort this out, and I would tell everybody else, is stand your ground. You have to stand your ground. If you feel and believe that you're passionate in something, that you can deliver, you are just as good as the male genders. I don't think women should succumb to those male chauvinistic traits, and it's basically standing your ground. You know, they like to feel that they own you. They don't. They also like to feel they're much better than you. They're not. We have proven, and I will say that at every platform that I stand in, that we are able and capable. So let us stand our ground.
Now, as the CEO of TriStar, maybe you can tell us what challenges you go through, and especially as a woman.
As a woman, I go through, from the very beginning, I've gone through a lot of challenges. One is sexual harassment, and that's number one. First of all, you know, I consider myself a beautiful woman. Maybe not so much on the outside, but on the inside. I call myself, I know I've got inner beauty, so my heart speaks for itself. But we have a lot of challenges. Sexual harassment is one. So women have to learn how to deal with that. And again, standing your ground. The other challenge is men don't take too well to women ordering them around. So I'm a CEO of 3 companies. I own 3 companies. So when you have, you know, to deal with male characters, not necessarily in my company, but of course, when we're soliciting for business, they look at you and they think, oh, you're a woman. And I love that. You know, from the 21 years of experience in my business, I've learned to basically handle that very well. Again, I've stood my ground. I respect myself. Dignity is very important. So I always tell people, do not sell yourself short for anything in this world. Respect yourself. As long as you know you can, then you will.
Let me ask you another thing, is that you've organized some functions, international actually functions. Like recently you had, there's this lady who came here actually for a talk. Now, is it you who organized that, or there were some people actually who helped you to do that? You're referring to Madiha Tubman, who was a very dear sister to me from USA. Madiha was brought in by one of our family members, and she normally comes to Kenya. She always visits. So she had also gotten in touch with me, and then through another function is how we got together. And then the second time when she came to Kenya is when I had organized several functions for her to speak in. So yes, that's how the interactions came together. But I've been organizing a lot of functions, and there are many more to come as well. So with those functions,
a lot of talk shows.
With those functions, do you actually like put in your own money, or do you? That is what I want you to make it clear, that you come as a group, you know, to fund those kind of functions, because you actually always hold big functions. Because I see you everywhere.
Sometimes I do put in my own money. Sometimes we have tickets that we sell and then get the functions going. So normally that's how we do it. But again, to make money, you have to spend money as well.
Because I see you actually, you know, dealing also with the community. Leila, we are almost to the end of this program. What advice are you giving to everyone?
My advice would be live your dreams. Fulfill your purposes in life. Do not be afraid to discover who you are as a person, your contribution to the society. Go out there. I have a lot of people that call me all the time. We're afraid to stand on stage. We're afraid to discover who we are. Do not be afraid. Fear is one that will bring you down. Don't. I want people to stand up, be confident, especially believe in themselves. Believing in yourself basically makes you become who you truly want to be. And my final advice is don't give in to bullying. Never ever let anybody downgrade you. Upgrade yourself and just be the best version of you. That's it, you know. I just want people to live life, be happy, and at the end of the day, what's the risk? Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's a powerful advice. Thank you so much for being here with us. We have come to the end of the program. What I would like to say is that you heard Leila Awale, the advice she's given us. So please, just stick to it. Life is all about you make it. Life is just hard work. You put determination into it and you succeed in it. I don't have much to say. May God bless you. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more success stories and interesting ideas. See you next time.